everybody. I'm your lovely DM and host for the Twitch VOD. You can find me everywhere. You know where to find the body. Actually, no, you can't find the body because I hid the body. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Find these people, or you can find them because we've done this a million times.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways, shall we get into the intro? Because I wrote one up.
Excellent.
Should we go alphabetical or on Roll20?
I mean, we were just gonna skip the intro like normal. I was gonna read off my written intro, you dumbass.
I thought you meant our personal intros.
Okay. Anyways, we'll make this short and sweet. Hi, find us at our places. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
You can find us here on the Six Striders.
So you can find us on the YouTubes at the Six Striders. You can find us here on the Twitch on my channel. Guys, last time when we met our heroes, the party had delved deep into the woods where they met the court of the Druids. Upon the meeting, the group decided that the party shall take on devilish Shadow Reaper Leviathan. Upon its death, a new foe revealed itself as Ruby Roslyn, Toe's adoptive mother from the Assassin's Guild. After heated discussion, Ruby left with her prisoner. Afterwards, the party returned to the court, receiving their reward, and made their way back to the ship. As they walk through the forest, we shall see what the day brings next. You're currently walking through the forest pathway that you had Freddy guide you through the couple times you've walked back and forth. And I'd say you're about halfway back to the ship by now. And by the way, you guys did take a long rest after that, so make sure you all your spell slots back, your full HP, yada yada. Other than that, we're currently on the pathway back to the ship.
I'm just saying, if we need people to stop taking our kills, we need to start calling dibs right before we rush into battle.
It might be difficult if they have long-range weaponry, such as a sniper.
No, but that's the beauty of the dibs rule. You could just call it and be like, if they come up and they're like, I took care of that, we could be like, we had dibs. And they'll be like,
are we level 11 now?
Oh, I didn't say you leveled up. Said you took a long rest.
In terms of location...
Okay, I didn't know the Leviathan.
Are you still in the forest?
yeah.
You're currently walking through the forest.
Okay, I can't do my stuff yet. Damn it.
Okay. Let me see. I need to grab my dice. And... Okay. Everybody roll perception for me.
Perception.
Where's my...
Ooh, Gungir's being very perceptive today.
Apparently. 13, 9, 13, 21, 14, and 23. Jesus. Okay, so the people that notice this
I'm
would
not sure
be...
if mine counts. We're in a magical area after all.
This is just hearing. And a bit of sight. And Ravak. Anyways. Let's see. Gets it. Gipsy. Gungir, and... Oh, you would hear this. One thing that you remember from your ship is that it has a very low hum whenever the engine is running, which is constantly. Keep it floating in the air. You hear that low hum as you're starting to make your way out. But you also hear something else as you're getting closer towards the...
Oh wait, that was Fredrick to roll. I thought you were just asking Fredrick to roll.
No, this
No.
was the whole party. Anyways, as you're heading towards the main road, you hear a much deeper somewhat nearby, and you guys enter, well, where you guys parked your ship, more or less, and you look to your left just out of sheer curiosity, because all of you hear this, even with your terrible rolls. You hear it
There it is.
before anything, and then see it as, well, the rest of you would probably point it out. A big fucking another airship the size of a man of war is flying through the air towards you guys.
Does it look like ours, or is it like what kind of airship?
It's basically, you know what a man of war is, right?
It's a big.
No.
That's a big old galleon, right?
That's the one
A
that just
bigger
has
galleon. Basically, take a galleon, add 3 decks of cannons to it.
Okay, so there's a flying boat coming towards our flying sub.
More or less.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Let's dive.
Oh god, this is going to be like a midair, like 20,000 leagues above the sea.
May I roll to see if they have a flag up?
Oh, yeah. You can roll perception if you want. Whoever
I'll roll
wants
all
to.
3 of them. This is Fredrick.
Those who are inside the sub cannot see this unless if they were
Okay.
in the main, in the deck of the ship, the main deck.
Okay, so that's Fredrick.
They're all
I guess.
playing rummy.
It's not Britain.
Oh,
is
so
it?
natural
God,
20,
double natural 20, Jesus.
Whoops. Okay, that works.
8.
8.
Anyone else want to roll? Perception to see?
I love that I wasted 2 nat 20s on that roll.
Double disadvantage. Net 20.
Not a good day for rolling for me.
I mean, well, Asemar, you can't really tell, I would say. Like, you're not very familiar with ships and or... I mean, you know generally symbols of countries, but this is not one you would recognize. Storm...
Oh, I can see much better than you. Oh, shite.
Yeah, Galahad, you're the same. You have no clue. Gungir, you don't recognize this one, nor can you make out much besides it's a black flag with, like, golden symbol of something. You can't really tell from here. Freddy and Pat, you see the symbol of a dragon skull and crossbones that are embroidered in gold.
May I roll to see what they are?
And you notice Freddy, since you rolled a natural 20, a toe, you have a really good eyesight, and a spyglass. You see a figure you know all too well. You see Volt standing on the bow of the ship, and while you can't really see what he's doing, you just see him.
Well, obviously he's waving around his hook hand.
Nice.
Going, "Arr."
You guys are currently just making your way onto the ship, I would assume at this point.
Who?
Alert!
Hey,
All
it's
hands
that Volt fellow.
Oh no.
Oh, you mean the ultimate evil in the world? And a being as powerful as the king?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, just him? Oh, well, nothing to worry about then.
Everybody on the ship, everybody on the ship! Weiss
I
says,
shall proceed to gun it, Gungir.
Well, I think you might be right. Gungir will leap onto Sardon's back and we'll charge towards the submarine.
alrighty. You guys board the sub as quickly as possible and basically raise anchor and hook it to the bridge. Now,
Now what happened to my
instance, you're-
ring of apocalypse again?
We got rid of the Ethereal.
in tow.
Just launch a meteor at it.
Oh, you immediately rush the steering wheel, put this thing into full send mode, and start going up and away from this thing. Because one thing that you guys do know is that your ship does not have weapons. Really.
We gotta fix that.
Working
The best you could do is maybe use some spells off the back to maybe try to hit, but good luck. They're keeping their distance.
Sarda, or if we need to, we could send Sardon out to kind of cause a distraction.
I thought you were gonna say to push.
Okay, new idea for a weapon, Gungir. A magic missile Gatling gun.
I'll put it on the to-do list.
Terrifying and awesome.
Anyways.
He doesn't have enough time to make it.
Currently, you are going full steam ahead as you're along. Who's keeping track of the enemy ship?
I guess Freddy would, because...
And toe.
Anyone who rolled high end perception.
Out
So,
from
yeah.
my bridge!
Alright, I'll say, Freddy, you grab the periscope and focus it on...
I push him away from the periscope.
No!
You're driving!
You're driving,
Well, I thought
Toe.
Gungir was okay.
You're driving. You know, you have more ship experience, mate.
Then Gungir.
I don't have a driver's license!
I have a
Yeah, you're-
stupid
yeah,
idea. I have a stupid idea.
Yes.
I will...
It's not a good idea.
I will...
Which eye? Which of the three possible eyes? Because I need to know how afraid I need to
Okay,
be.
so... I will turn myself into a falcon to give my...
Who is I?
I will turn
Mage.
myself into a falcon to give myself advantage on perception rolls.
Okay.
Freddy?
Yeah, it's wild shape.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure Fall wasn't doing something.
No,
Or
Fall's
Barreck, I
still
guess.
playing. Fall is playing a
Many wild
two-man
shapes,
game
though.
poker with Minerva.
And losing.
Wait, how many wild shapes can you do?
I have 2 wild shapes. But I'm at the point where I can turn myself into a flying creature.
Okay.
I have 1 left.
Oh, roll perception, Freddy.
With advantage?
Yes. This is sight, of course, because you are using a periscope. Natural
That's
20.
20!
Good stuff, man.
Okay. You look towards, Volt's ship, and you see a armed to, like... 2 ships are about equal in terms of height when it comes to, like, looking at the other ship. You just look, you see Volt, and you see the entire deck of it, man of war that he's on. It's just every single cannon is armed. You see just soldiers armed to the teeth. Like, this man's created a at least small army in
Are
a
they
short
going-
amount of time.
Do they look like they're going to attack us?
If they're following us.
They're following, but they have the guns ready. And you do notice 2 things that are not really normal with this ship. Is that it has mounted cannons and a gigantic cannon on top of the ship.
Okay.
Also, it's in the air.
I yell out, caw.
That's not very helpful. Like at all.
What?
Head, translate! Oh! The ship is armed to the teeth and he's got a bunch of bad guys on it!
Sure.
Why
Fair
didn't...
assumption.
Why didn't I think one of our enemies would copy my
Okay,
design
okay.
and try to kill us with it?
Okay, to be fair, Galahad could have put Find Familiar on Hen because he does have that wizard book.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I haven't put it forward yet. But
Anyways, the task is at hand. Anyways, oh, you're just keeping an eye on the ship currently. They're keeping about the same speed as you guys. It seems like neither of you are gaining headway. That is until roll perception for me. This is sight.
Me?
It's beyond
Me?
sight. Toe.
Oh.
Perception.
is there anything we can do to help?
Not really. Okay.
I mean, I haven't rolled below a 23 so far.
Okay, so you be ahead, like in the distance, about a good. You can't really measure the ship in terms of feet and judge distance very good with a flying ship. But you can estimate that'll take like 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes get to a massive like thunderstorm that's ahead of you, and you might be able to use that to lose them.
I'm gonna make some evasive maneuvers, Captain.
Go ahead, Mr. Toe. Mrs. Toe. Go ahead, Toe.
Aye. And I will steer into the storm.
Alright, let's see. To the rest of the party, what else? What do you want to do?
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
Let me see. Is there anything Gungir can do right now?
Is the correct term.
Let me see. I'm looking through everything he has. He has a scroll of Meteor Swarm and the one book of Explosion.
To clarify, the Book of Explosion is a learn spell. You have to read it before you learn it.
Yeah.
It's not a
I mean,
meteor scroll you can use.
oh, I have an evil idea. If you guys get a fall.
Let me see. Is there anything, any little spells that Ravak can do? Throw out some, like,
Yeah.
fog or something?
I was about to say, can Ravak come up to, like, the deck of the ship? Alright, how far would you say they are from...
Again, it's hard to judge distance even from where you're standing, but you can guess maybe. Like,
Where is it?
assume that they're not firing on you because they're not in range. So, assume maybe at least like 250
Oof.
straight out. Because
Don't know.
they're straight on.
Don't know if my spells reach that
Whoopsie.
far.
Even if you used your bow, you wouldn't reach that far. A maximum a bow can reach is 120. A bow can double that, but still.
Gungir's going to try one thing. He's going to run on down to the engine room. And, I'm trying to think. What he wants to do is, he wants to use, where was it? He wants to use his smoke stick ability and use volatile concoction to double its area of effect, which would make it... Smokestack does, as a standard action, you reach into your alchemist satchel, pull out a stick that produces a thick plume of smoke. You can hold on to the stick or throw it at a point within 30 feet. The area is a 10-foot radius, which, if he uses volatile concoction, that would be a 20-foot radius. And fill it with thick smoke that blocks vision, including dark vision. The stick of smoke persists for 1 minute and then disappears. After using this formula, you can't do so again for 1 minute. What he wants to do is funnel the smoke out behind the ship to create like a Like a big, thick cloud. Yeah.
Okay, I will allow this.
Okay. So, so for 1 minute, we will have a 20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter plume of smoke trailing behind us. So it just goes.
It doesn't cover the entire ship, but it covers a good chunk of it.
Yeah, it'll make it fucking hard to see for the people behind us. So he's gonna pump this through like the exhaust, so it kind of sprays out the back.
Right, Gipsy.
I'm gonna dovetail with that. I've got a nefarious trickster plan. When we
Alrighty.
start
So do
shooting
I.
a smoke screen, can I see behind?
Yes. You can.
For a whole minute. Are they just flying through the smoke?
I'll say
You
this
know-
is a course of action. It hasn't hit them yet.
Are you planning on
Okay.
igniting the smoke like a frickin' napalm bomb?
No, nothing so simple, nothing so explosive as that. Although it might be devastating.
I have an idea.
I also have.
So I'm holding an action and I'm waiting to see what they do.
Okay. I will need you to DM me what this held action is going to be for.
Okay.
Like, just what are you going to be doing with that held action, Kit?
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and reveal it then. I have there's a spell I can the Gungir Staff of Power called Wall of Force. With a 120-foot range, force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier or at an angle. It can be free-floating or resting on a solid surface. You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet or shape a flat surface made up of 10-foot by 10-foot panels. Each panel must be contiguous with another panel. So my idea was to if they blind themselves, to make them run into an invisible fucking wall.
You're gonna mime them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's some evil
Okay.
stuff right there.
Sure. I will allow this as your
Okay.
held action.
Okay. I'm waiting for the right moment to spring that on them with my staff that Gungir made me.
You're up. Your idea.
Does Paul notice this ship coming?
You're inside the lower decks of the ship. You would have to be either told via the.
I imagine Gungir warned everybody that there's going to be some trouble.
I'm gonna ring all
Yeah.
hands on deck.
Yeah,
I
okay.
remember all hands on deck.
Okay.
Then
Paul,
yes, you know.
Once. Okay. Paul goes to the storage room,
Uh-oh.
and he is going to get a scroll.
Uh-oh.
He is going to get the scroll of control machinery. As soon as these guys are in range, I am using this.
Oh, shit!
Okay, I will allow this.
keep them on track. If they start to they're like, oh, we can see the invisible wall through the smoke. Be like, nope, you're not turning. Like,
Alright. You will hold that action. And Toe, you said you had an idea.
Well, it's more of an idea for Liar if he comes stumbling up.
Okay.
Okay.
But with all of the emergency, like, what the heck is going on? Assume explanations take place, and he will offer. I could, hit them with some really big pieces of ice.
Yeah!
if they start firing off their cannons, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, as long
Give them
as
something to
they're
shoot at.
close enough.
Alright. Asemar, what do you want to do?
Well, at the mention of cannons, seeing as Asemar, he doesn't have much anything that could help large scale. He is going to stick by Flynn on the deck, assisting in any evasive maneuvers that are necessary.
Alright, so you'll be helping with maneuvers. Good. Alright, that will cover everybody. Then, unless if Ravak, you have something else.
Yeah, Ravak's gonna take a nap.
Ravak!
Okay. You're gonna go to your room and go take a nap. Sure, okay.
You guys got this covered.
Ravak, this is a life and death situation.
He didn't get to do his thing.
Alright, Weiss will also hold an action to fire some shit at the airship, and so will Minerva. We have everybody. We got a attack ready in case of they come in range.
By the way, I would say Gungir would notice that Fall is freaking went to the storage room and brought something out.
He's in the engine room right now. He's busy.
I didn't notice.
Never mind.
So if you've got line of eyesight like I do, where I'm at,
Yeah, I'm basically looking out the farthest window to basically get a visual on these guys.
That'd be the.
You better not waste the wish.
No, I'm saying the closest windows to these guys.
Yeah, that would be the win.
That music box put away.
That's our war song.
Anyways,
Gungir, please.
let me get some music here.
Gungir, please.
Why am I... Venom?
Oh,
why,
ooh.
Venom?
Yes.
Why am I waiting for you to have one of his men go up and go, I have a jar of dirt, I have a jar of dirt.
I have several pounds of meteorite.
Just do that.
Big fucking deal, I got meteorite. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. You see Volt raise his hand and point straight ahead. And then you see the large cannon immediately turn towards your ship, as it was in a non-active position. And then they begin loading it with a giant piece of metal.
Not good.
Alright. You are noticing that they are speeding up.
Speeding up or
Okay.
gaining on us?
Speeding up and gaining on you.
That's a problem.
So can we get a better? Can we move the pirate ship? The example of the pirate ship.
Yeah, move all of our hombres. Oh god, out of the way.
Make sure we have like our specific groups.
Oh god.
No, damn it.
Oh, you want actual specific groups. Okay.
Just like move like with like your general group. I'll move. Actually, I'll just move us over towards Lyre over here.
I really want to send Sardon on up.
Alright. So,
Okay.
I will not have you roll maneuvers yet, Flynn. So, how your held actions will go off. Do them in order. So specifically, Gipsy, you're up first.
No, it would be Gungir first.
Right. The smoke.
Gungir's just doing smoke out the back.
Yeah. Oh, Gipsy, your held action goes first as they're getting in range.
My held trigger was if they hit the smoke.
Yeah, they hit the smoke, but they're going through it.
Perfect. Okay, so just at that moment you can't. It's not actually visible. It's an invisible sphere of force. But I cast. I dropped my. on the ground, and then I cast Wall of Force using 5 of the 20 charges. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by Dispel Magic. A Disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly, however. The wall also extends into the Ethereal plane, blocking Ethereal travel.
We're already there.
Okay, so wait. Anyway,
Such sarcasm, Dragon.
I guess I'd be up next.
Yes, you can do your thing.
Okay, as soon as they are in visual placement of it, what exactly does the spell do?
Which spell you're the control machine.
machinery.
A mechanical being and/or object is within your range of sight of 120 feet. You can control it as if it'd basically be acting as commanded.
Oh, okay, I have 2 fun ideas.
However, you can only target one machine.
Okay, fine with me.
As long as it is considered a machine.
I want to focus
Got a
on
feeling
whatever.
that this is a magic boat.
I want to focus on whatever engine this thing has.
That's very vague. I will need you to roll a Arcana check for me. Disadvantage.
Fuck you. Wild magic, sir. Or Tides of Chaos. Giving myself advantage.
It'd still be a straight roll.
Doesn't matter. Better than disadvantage.
Boom.
Natural 20.
Nope, it's straight
Or
roll.
5. 8. 8. Damn it.
No, you have no clue where this would go.
Fine. Wherever the steering wheel would be.
Are you like
Nail.
David getting a 3rd natural 20?
Okay.
In a row.
Well, you use the spell.
Hold it,
and
hold
the
it.
scroll disintegrates.
Yep. I am basically controlling it to basically disabling the steering and possibly, if possible, it turn off the ignition for the engine.
Let me roll
Actually,
something.
maybe you could go faster.
Beach this motherfucker on the wall.
Alright. So you give that command. I have no idea if it worked.
What?
You don't know if it worked or not.
Dang it.
That's the problem with this spell. You don't know if it worked. Gave
Does
the
it
command.
look like? Do we still hear like the humming, or is it like low?
Yeah, you still hear their humming.
Does it sound like anything changed?
You don't know. Nice. Next up would be, of course, let's see. Rest of the held actions. Fire, you're up.
Is it within 300 feet?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit. Okay. Then I'm just gonna. Where's my magic spells?
You know what we could do?
What?
No, I mean, you're doing that. We could have one of our wizards, one of our wizardly folk, cast
don't-
greater invisibility.
The problem is we don't have any wizards.
We have a sorcerer that's a wizardly folk. We have a warlock.
Do you really want him to use that after doing wild magic surge?
Oh,
Listen.
Actually, you do have a wizard. Nerva.
Oh yeah, Minerva is a wizard.
The point is, someone can cast
He's a hybrid.
greater invisibility on Toe. Then Toe can scimitar over to the pirate ship and try to like sabotage it, and then come back.
The
Gungir.
problem,
that-
it's broad fucking daylight.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
it's
never been
dark
on that
and
Toe hasn't been
before.
on that ship before.
cloud, right?
And Toe hasn't been on that ship before is a problem.
I mean, maybe if I could see inside of one of the gun ports, but it's a moving target, and that's still kind of iffy.
that's iffy.
Yeah,
so
I would say teleporting
whenever-
onto the enemy would ship would be a no.
All right, hear me out.
Ravak,
So
have a
robot
question.
throws toe really hard.
Or we have the flying robot.
Oh, well, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but
Well, okay. Liar, do you focus on Volt, who's at the front of the ship, or do you focus on the ship itself?
I'm a try and punch some holes in the deck with the giant chunks of ice that come hailing down from above.
Alright, well, the ship automatically fails because it is an inanimate object.
Yep, that too.
Question is, how much is it hard?
I don't know. Anyways, we'll take that damage. Ship, it's got some holes in it, but it's still going.
If only we were on the water, then it'd be more effective.
Ravak, you had a question.
In our rooms, are there windows there?
Yes, there are.
Alright, I'm gonna open a window, and how far would you say they are currently?
I'd say about 150 feet.
Damn, I still
No, they would
don't
be
know.
120 if my spell worked, or if my spell went off.
Yeah, I still don't know if my range will hit then. Damn.
A longbow? Isn't that what you have?
No,
Longbow's
I'm trying to-
120.
How far does Call Lightning go again?
I think that's also 120.
Damn. Alright, I'll hold action until they get to that distance then.
Alright,
Oh, also, the deck of the ship is difficult terrain now.
yeah.
if you wish. Alright, it is now the enemy's turn.
Also, longbow is 150 feet.
Be able to hit the front of the ship.
It's a 600
Like-
foot maximum distance.
Oh, longbow. Whoa.
Yeah, but the
That's
problem is when you try to do over 150 advantage.
Oh, you have disadvantage.
Yep. And just
No,
barely
so
the
if-
front of the ship is in range.
Yeah, so if he shot at the very front, he would be able to shoot normally. Anything beyond that would be at disadvantage.
I'm assuming Ravak is still just going to hold action then.
Yep.
Okay. It's the enemy's turn. See
They
their
crash.
ship. Let's see. Let me see if Volt notices because, well,
It's
Sam.
invisible.
But he might notice. But
He might have some sort of magic sense.
you see. Let's see. I know the people on the main deck would be focusing on him and the enemy ship in question.
yeah, I was
Notice
counting on
that-
them being distracted by the smoke and the ice.
The smoke and the ice is definitely doing that. I'm no good, but it seems like Volt himself is unaffected by any of it.
Oh, also, since it's an area of effect, if there's anybody on the deck, they also have to make that dexterity check, or they will also take that damage.
I have a question.
Okay. He holds up his hand first as a open palm, straight up and down, then closes it into a fist. And then does hand motions, and then he points down, and they begin descending.
That was my question. Are they descending? Because No, I disabled the steering mechanism. They can't.
But
so
you don't
the only way
know.
they'd be descending is if the motors was cut off.
You don't know if it worked, though.
Exactly. You don't know if this thing was considered a machine or not, and I'm not giving you that answer.
You're fucking
I'm
serious.
guessing it's like an enchanted boat. It doesn't look very mechanical if it's a galleon.
It is a working of
In a war.
simple machines.
Yeah. Anyways, so they begin descending, and you hear Volt yell out to you all, "May outpace us this day, but I will have my vengeance. I will have this continent for myself. First Vorn, then the rest of it."
No,
What did we
you.
ever do to you?
If anything, we have a bigger gripe with you. You
Anyways,
kidnapped
you
one of our crew
see-
members.
See that him and his ship descend below the clouds, and you see where you guys currently are. You're about roughly in the middle of the continent by now, to time lapse, and you see his ship immediately making its way towards the kingdom of Vorn.
Oh shit. Well.
I tried.
Wait, I don't remember what the Kingdom of Vorn is.
It's one
That's
of the
the one that- That's the
actions.
Dragonborn King.
Ah, okay.
Human king.
I was like, I don't remember which kingdom name belongs to that. Okay.
Yeah. To make it simple, Blaze, King of Valentia, Dragon people. Vorn is generic, like all civilization dealio, but he's human. And then you have Titanius, you know, his shtick.
Under the mountain with the spiders.
Anyways.
Okay, Toad's Liar's Nightmare.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we have to rely on the fact that, kings are really powerful and can defend their kingdoms from magic evil pirates.
Agreed. I don't know how much warning them
And
would
I
do.
wasted a
Knows we can't make a difference.
Damn, I wasted a powerful scroll.
Oh, don't worry, we'll find another, and it was a good idea.
Indeed, it's not all for naught.
Be happy that we still have our home.
Can
for
I
now.
roll anything to see if that was if anything on that was mechanical or not?
I mean, you can either roll history or roll arcana.
Just let it go, dude.
Actually both are fine. Can I roll both? Like, see if I've heard that shit before, or see if that shit was
I'll say
magical in any way?
what? Roll history first, then arcana. Uh. 19. Okay, so you do know what a man of war is.
Oh,
And 12.
No, nothing on that ship was mechanical. It was all magical.
I knew it.
Shit.
It's like your airship, not metal.
Pardon me, ours is techno magical. Gungir special. Thank you very much, TM.
You didn't notice that it had a metal hull, though.
It's your classic flying
So I can
pirate ship.
So I can surmise that that scroll would have done nothing.
It would have done butt kiss. Back squat.
Not a thing.
Anyways,
Alright.
yeah.
So have I
Warned you, bro.
heard
Warned you about
that
the
ship
boat.
before at all?
Alright.
Reading about its history when you were researching during your studies, just randomly came across it.
What was it called?
Lieutenant Toe,
Yes, Captain.
take us back to Valentia. I think we need to make a report.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. You fly the ship back towards Valentia, in the opposite direction of where Bolt and his crew are going. Alright. Takes you about, say, 2 hours to get there.
Alright.
You dock.
Gungir is going to make a little note in his notebook about putting some sort of offensive, maybe defensive capabilities on this thing. Because it was originally just designed to be an exploratory vessel, but... Hey.
We get into too much trouble.
Now we've got...
Bigger
Enemies.
Yeah. Alright. Gungir is gonna kind of call over the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're docked, and while we got this new information, I would suggest you start putting in any requests for stuff right now. I think it's time that I get to work on getting us prepared.
Some vacation time.
Duly noted.
I mean, Asemar still hopefully looking forward to the shield upgrade, if that's still on the table.
Shield upgrade is still on the table. It's on his to-do list.
The Gungir honeydew list.
remember really late at night one time I sent you a thing?
Send it to me again.
Okay.
Because I am updating Gungir's to-do list. Boop. And then... And you said Weiss would be able to help out?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if only Gungir had some kind of, like a familiar or a homunculus that could do his crafting for him.
I'm not ready to be a dad.
Homunculus costs a lot of money.
In case you guys don't realize, Storm's last character, Crankit, was a crafting class in a different rule set, and Gungir was a feature of his class that was designed to help him craft things. And now Gungir is the one that's like, I don't have enough time to craft things. It's like, you're a class feature for crafting things. Gungir.
I finally understand the meta joke.
Ravak's gonna leave the ship immediately.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm gonna go to get that first item that I DM'd you.
Let me double check. Thing. First item. Okay, gotcha.
How much will that cost, by the way?
Let's see. That will cost about a small loan of 500 gold.
Oof.
That is a small loan. That's nothing. I'll give you 500 gold pieces.
He's not asking you.
Oh, that's right.
I think we all have a buttload of gold, if I remember correctly, still. So,
Yeah.
I think Gungir's the only one that's like used up the vast majority of his gold.
Ball has
platinum.
also. First Ball has 25 platinum and 65
yeah, I was gonna say
gold.
for the sake of brevity that Ravak would have also purchased his second item as well.
Okay. That would have cost you like 5 silver. Those are cheap, unless if you like a really fancy one.
It doesn't really matter as long as it comes with all the pieces.
Okay. Barreck.
Barreck will go up to Gungir.
Bye, Barreck.
Mr.
He says after just staring at you quietly.
Mr. Gungir,
Yes, Barreck.
if it's not too much trouble, could I borrow some money to buy something?
Well, how much money do you need?
He shrugs. Mr. Fall told me that you could buy a lot of neat things here.
Well, I've got like 520 gold on me.
I don't know how much I exactly need. I've never been good with money myself.
Well, Barreck, here's your first lesson. Figure out the price of what you need before you ask. That was something my daddy had to teach me.
Okay. He'll walk out and head to the marketplace.
What a scamp.
Weiss is just gonna immediately start helping you with her magical abilities of creation.
Alright, let's see what we need to do. Well, we can get started with at least. I know Toe was still needing his coat. Which
Yes,
that
the coat
was.
and the cool swords.
The swords we can build them as we go along. Gungir's going to put the coat first because that was the first thing you asked for.
And I gave you my head.
Yes. I know that will take. I think it's classified as an uncommon item, so it would take. Oh, I'm gonna look it up online real quick. Crafting items. 5E. So if anyone else needs to do something. Flute loots.
Let's do Asemar, you're up.
So after he had taken off the mandibles from one of the Leviathans, he's hoping to go into town to do some research to see what kind of alchemical creations he could make from it.
Okay. I will say you will go into the market district, same as Barreck, and go over towards the potion makers. Okay. So you see a bunch of different crafts people doing their jobs as alchemists. Is there anyone you want to talk to in particular? There's a bunch of different people who are doing this.
Not particularly, so I'll simply find the nearest one.
Alright, you walk up to a stall with a gnome who's working on various potions. Like, you see a second gnome handing him shit from behind the table.
Oops, sorry.
What
Nice,
the hell
okay.
was that?
That was a sound effect. That was a sound effect I accidentally did.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Shit.
I am sorry.
On that lovely note, Asemar's gonna approach the gnome and ask, "Hello,
I
good
forgot
sir."
that was my key configuration.
Good job. Nice. Hello. Hello, how may I help you today?
I've begun to dabble in alchemy just recently, and I've been on a quest along with my party and acquired a component that I find might be unique. I've acquired the mandibles of a Leviathan. I was wondering what kind of potions or items I might be able to create, given some time and money to acquire some other components.
Leviathan, you say? There's different species, so I would need to know what specific part.
We were exploring in the Feywild, if that narrows it down.
I'm talking like what part did you bring me, boy?
Oh, a mandible.
So most likely a Reaper. Those have some interesting alchemical components, as they have a potential to make a opponent go blind upon piercing their enemy. If you made that into potions, you could coat them on your blade, or potentially throw it at a person and cause them to go blind for a short time.
Definitely about how many would I be able to make from 4?
Or, well, you can certainly make ones that last a long time, and then, of course, make multiple. So the size of the mandibles.
I'd then probably go into my bag and procure one of them for him to inspect.
These things are not small. They're big. They're gigantic. Like one is like double your height. In length.
Yeah, I basically imagine it as like a Japanese longbow.
Well, I do my best to clear a small area just outside and show him, just so that he can see. You know, it's that's just
fully
one of the-
grown adults. One of those will easily make you 6 potion.
Well, I'll probably have to start with one then. Save the other 3 for later.
However, the particular parts that inquire this fact are in this half. He points to the part where that doesn't have the curved pointy end. The rest of it is just bone marrow.
Am I incorrect to assume that's how big the mandibles are? I posted it in general.
Oh. Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger than that. So you take an average 6 foot tall human male and stack like 2 of them on top of each other, like on top of the head, not on shoulder.
But alright, fair enough that there's a small section, but it's still able to make 6, or 6 from the 4.
From that particular section, since this was a fully developed ale. The pointy, sharp end, normally it would inject that venom from that creates through the glands in this particular part into a small tube, goes through into the tip, the pointy end. Looks like it didn't even get a chance to use its full potential.
We have a very tough submarine made by a well-versed alchemist, or a well-versed artificer within our party. So, we were well prepared to take him down.
Indeed. Well, it would take a couple days to get at least this half ready. The rest of the other half of it points to the curved pointy end. You can make that into a weapon or trophy if you wish. It has no alchemical purposes.
I'll keep that in mind for further down the line. Not sure what kind of weapon I would be able to create from it. Would it be any good for armor?
It's hard and durable. You could potentially make it into maybe a gauntlet or 2 if you the one spike down the middle and then carved it out for your hand.
Indeed, I think that would be a good addition to my set.
You'll potentially make pauldrons, maybe even sort of like leg armor. All depends really what you want.
Could make you a really impressive Viking helmet.
I don't think that would exactly fit his style.
Oh, wait, it would be Loki's helmet.
Again, not quite the aesthetic I'm going for.
Yeah, but it's a better aesthetic.
I'll stick with the gauntlets, but he'll from what he's saying, would this be something that he'd need assistance with, or something that he could take care of on his own?
Hold on.
What,
anybody
the
help bring
gauntlets
an
or
echo?
the other half?
The potions. Or the
Potions he can handle if you want to give it, like, a cut off the pointy half.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would take longer for him to get them all prepared.
Okay, yeah, he'll acquire his services then and have him take care of it if he's willing.
Right. For 6 potions, let's see. You will, since potions, mandible, full-size adult. Give me a moment. I'm looking through my notes here. It'll cost about 250 per potion. Oh, 1,500 gold.
All right, fair enough. I'll fork it over.
Now, the potions that these particular creatures make come in large quantity due to how much venom they create. And he holds up a empty greater healing potion bottle, which is like basically.
So it's
what would be a good comparison?
so it's like a can of 40.
Kind of, basically.
It's like a can of Foster's.
If you basically took like a soup bowl and like made it like a dome, it'd be that big, a small one. Oh, this would give you enough coatings for, I'd say, 4 uses per potion. If you used it on a blade.
All right. How many for an arrow?
An arrow, since it's a smaller area of applying the venom, could potentially double, nay, triple that for any arrows. But you would have to use them within one day, within a couple hours, otherwise effect would be null and void.
Understandable.
Well, I'll get to work on this. Got my work cut out for you.
Sounds good. I can take the bone marrow part off your hands now. Just tell me what cut.
He'll like do like a motion of his finger where to along the joint, and you basically just put your sword and hack it.
I can't believe
I won't even make you roll because it was exactly where to do this. It's like perfect. Rest of it is yours.
Put the bone marrow on some crackers.
Sounds good. I'll figure out how to go about taking care of the armor at another time, so someone else can have their spotlight.
All right.
I can't believe this weapon costs the same price as a warehouse in the country of Talum.
All right.
You know, it's economics.
Alright, we'll go to Ravak next, since he was the next situation.
Since my items are for roleplay, I think Barreck should actually go first.
Okay.
Barreck is looking around the market for something very, very shiny and eye-catching, mostly jewelry.
Alright. Oh. You come across a magic item jewelry store, and you browse their wares, and you see a tag for a ring of evasion and a necklace of strength.
Okay, he looks at them, and he looks for a store clerk. There.
You see a scholar-looking fellow, a nice desk. How may I help you today, sir?
Yes, I'm trying to find something that can help me either dodge better or make me punch better.
Oh, as you may have seen, our ring of evasion and necklace of strength can easily help you with just that.
Depends to defend yourself or deal some damage.
Yeah, but he's also gonna say, oh, well, me punches aren't strong as in muscle, they're more good on pressure. He's basically saying he's a dex monk.
Well, then perhaps the ring of evasion would be more your style. It does, of course, help you evade better, but it also allows you to be a bit more flexible, to say the least.
Interesting. How much are they?
Well, the ring of evasion is, let's see here, he doubles checks a notebook under his desk. You don't see. He just basically pulls it out, flips through his pages, closes it, puts it back. That was about 1,000 gold pieces.
Oof. I don't have that much. He pulls out the money that he does have. It's only 130 gold.
Of course, we can strike a bargain, but I wouldn't sell my own merchandise for that, though.
Is there anything you have that's about that price?
Looks around the shop. I mean, the best I can do would be, let's see, he goes, like, he's like, oh, a moment. He basically, like, shuffles around, like, looks through, like, a chest beside him that it's, like, full of different magic items. He's like, oh, not this one, not this one, not this one. He's, like, digging through it. Not really. The cheapest thing that we have is like 150, and it's just a wedding ring. It's enchanted.
What is it enchanted with? He'll actually ask that. What is that enchanted with?
Let's see. I believe it's regeneration of some form. It allows you to heal yourself and or an ally.
It heals a broken heart.
You'll say, that sounds good. Can you hold it on to me? Can you hold it for me? I'll be back with some money in a bit.
As you wish.
You will run back to the ship.
All right.
You go asking. Out of my blunt curiosity.
Gungir again.
Okay.
I will say.
Mr. Gungir!
I will say before we get into this, I've found to make. If I were to have Weiss work on the code, it would take her 10 days. Gungir would take 5
You
days
can
to
reduce
make it.
that by half due to her magical abilities.
Or if we worked on it together, we could get
Reduce
this
it down to at least 2 days with the two of you.
So we could get that done real quick. All right, we'll get the code out of the way.
Alright.
It's a Gungir!
Yes, Barreck?
I figured out how much money I need.
All right.
20 gold.
20 gold. What were you getting for 20 gold?
A ring that heals.
Sounds legit.
Everything that heals?
All right. Let me see. That'll bring them to an even 500.
Okay.
All right, so Gungir will pull out a little bag of 20 gold and he'll hand it off to him.
He
Now
claps happily and takes it.
Now, don't go spending it all in one place or accidentally buying bubblegum like I did that one time. Never forget about the bubblegum incident.
This is all the money that I have.
Never forget about the bubblegum incident.
Just looks forlorn into the distance.
This will basically eat up all the money I have, he says, taking the gold and heading back to the shop to buy his wedding ring of regeneration.
Yeah, the bubblegum ate up everything that
Correction,
it had too.
it's a engagement ring.
Okay,
Of
engagement
regeneration.
ring of regeneration.
It's basically just a silver band.
It only
Some fancy markings.
it only regenerates the finger that you put it on.
Okay, so this is what it does. It has 2 effects. You can... And one of these is a passive, the other one is its active effect. Its passive allows you to heal, let's see, 5 HP per turn at the start of your turn. And its secondary effect, which is its healing ability for either yourself or your allies, you can basically cast Healing Hands.
And casting Healing Hands, burns it for a day.
Yeah, it's a very cheaply made one.
How much is the Healing Hands? I gotta ask.
I believe it's... let me check.
Alright.
A moment. Give me a moment. Okay, Healing Touch, same difference.
So, let me get this straight. If I use the Healing Touch, it basically means that the regen won't work anymore? And the regen is just, all day?
Pretty much. Until you use that one charge. Okay, so
one charge of Healing Hand, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
1d6 healing.
Okay. I just wrote it on my treasure as this.
Alright. Okay, well, we'll go back to Ravak then.
Hooray! Alright, so when Ravak returns to the ship, he will immediately head to Liar's room and knock on the door.
Yes. Am I muted?
No, we can
You're
hear
good.
you.
Oh, good. She will open it and peek out and not see anybody and then look down.
You'll see that... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hello, Ravak.
You'll see Ravak holding up a book, a rune book of ice. I got this for you, and you'll actually notice his hands are shaking, by the way, as he's holding it up.
Thank you. And she'll reach out and take it.
You'll hear Ravak say, "Bow, forgive me."
Forgive you for what?
It's complicated. It doesn't have anything to do with you. You shouldn't worry about it.
I'm not sure I can forgive you for something that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Oh no, I was talking to Bow.
Bow?
I think I mentioned this last time. The lightning god.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't remember
think I-
this.
Me neither.
I spelled it wrong last time too. Well, whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck it is, anyways.
Lyra looks a little concerned that Ravak is talking to people. I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
It's the god I worship. It's how I am able to do what I do.
Oh, you mean the loud noises and the zappings?
Yes.
Oh, it must be nice to know where it's coming from. Why did they tell you to give me something or say sorry? I still don't understand what you did, but, I'm sorry.
Let's just say he has the potential to get angry if someone uses an element outside of lightning, thunder.
Oh, did I make him angry?
No, I was referring to myself.
Oh, so you can't use this and you were asking for their forgiveness, not mine.
Yes.
Oh, I understand, okay. Well, thank you very much. I will look at this. I guess it does something ice related.
And with that, Ravik will head to the next person, which is ironically also Cat. So I'll be looking for Toe.
Okay, bye, Ravik.
Alright, Cat, you have received a rune of Ice Spike. Tome.
Rune? Tome. Tome. So I
rune.
can learn that? Wait,
Yes,
what?
you will know Ice Spike rune. Basically, you snap the ground. It is a 3rd level spell. And you will create a small rune in the shape of an icicle that will shoot out the spell Ice Spike
Yay, trap.
on any person or entity that you deem hostile.
And Lyre will go make herself a cup of tea and read the book. The tea is to help her headache, because reading still makes her head hurt.
Yeah, after you're done reading the book, it disintegrates. 'Cause that's what happens
She's very
when...
alarmed.
Anyways,
But yeah,
To Ravik.
Toe is probably, I don't know, steering? They're still flying, right? No, wait, they're
you've
the
landed.
ground.
or whatever. He is, I guess, just chillin' as themselves.
Toe, do you have a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, what is it?
Well, would you mind coming to my room for a moment, actually? I have something to show you.
In my private
okay.
chambers.
I guess. Can I bring my sword?
If you must. I don't think it'll be necessary, but sure.
Well, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just the assassin paranoia.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He'll lead over.
They will follow.
Once
Oh no.
Ravik gets to the room, he will set up a table and he'll place a chessboard on the middle. Would you like to learn how I developed my strategy?
The one where you're trying to get your brother kidnapped? Or a
Wait,
different
what?
one? Wasn't that a thing? Or were you trying to get yourself assassinated?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Remember
Kaiko
that
said that he
some
wanted
really
to get
weird plans
himself
for a while.
assassinated. To get himself kidnapped was the thing.
Oh yeah, never mind, that was your brother. Which strategy? Sure.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about still, but please sit down and he'll start to set up the chessboard with the pieces.
Alright.
Okay.
So, this whole thing with your mother had me thinking about this strategy I've compromised, or put together, I should say.
Right.
Do you understand how to play chess?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, I know what all the pieces do and what you are supposed to do to win, but I'm not like an expert or anything.
Oh, good. That'll be at least cover the basics of what I'll need to share. So,
Okay.
in terms of how pieces compare to real life, I find this rather fascinating, at least. And he'll start to, he'll move one of the pawns forward. Do you understand what this would be in comparison to what I talked about with your mother?
Refresh my memory on what you talked about her.
To add a character, I pretty much was one of the people who confronted her, and I forgot how she responded. She mentioned how she was a part of the cult group, I think, if I remember correctly. So he'll move the pawn forward and he'll say again, do you know what this piece represents in terms of what I did?
I guess starting some shit with the Assassin's Guild.
Indeed. Well, I would call this move the gamble move, and he actually does the whole like putting the pawn 2 spaces forward, because I guess you can do that in chess.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of chess with my dad recently.
Cool. And do you know how your mom responded?
Sort of by, threatening, but also retreating.
Exactly, a big threat. He comes over to your side and he moves the horse forward like that in an L shape.
Yeah.
You see, it was a daring move, but it was also rather stupid. Do you understand why?
It put her out in the open, I guess, but also she does still have superior maneuverability if we're sticking with the metaphors, and also technically being accurate.
Well, it turns out she exposed how she was a part of this cult. And I believe that could be the key to our victory, actually, with you as the sort of key to this operation that I have prepared.
Okay.
Now, would you like to take a little quiz on which pieces I have assigned each of our party members?
Okay, sure.
Alright, he's gonna first move up the first 2 rook pieces. Would you like to guess who in our party represents these 2?
Strokes his chin.
It's quiz time with chess, y'all.
I'm actually genuinely interested to hear which one's which now.
They're pretty straightforward, so... Go easy on me, I'm new to the team. Maybe you?
Shakes his head no.
Oh. Do I have to keep guessing?
Well, think about how Asemar fights. Very direct, no?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Indeed. I would probably assume Conrad, right? That's his name?
Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually put him as a rook, personally.
That works too. Yeah, he's fairly straightforward, very basic.
I suppose, technically, even though there are only 2 pieces, I suppose Gungir's device could count as one as well.
Oh yeah, the big machine.
He puts the 2 rooks forward. He puts the 2 bishops forward. This piece represents me. Do you want to know why?
Because you're tricky and you come at things from an angle?
Indeed, lightning itself never strikes straight down, if you'd know that.
Huh, cool.
Would you like to guess who the other is? In terms of being unpredictable, should be pretty obvious.
Oh, Fall.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Which one is Fall?
He's
You're a
the
bishop.
He's the other bishop.
Why am I the bishop?
Fuck you, that's why.
Anyway,
Because you're a convoluted little shit.
he'll put the 2 bishops there.
That was harsh.
If anything, I would be the knight because I have so many random moves.
Anyways.
That's fair.
He'll put forward the knight or / horse pieces forward. This one would probably be the most complicated in terms of answering, I suppose.
I bet one of them is Galahad. He's very knightly.
Indeed, and they actually got one.
Who would the other one be? Maybe.
This one's. I'll just tell you. I actually put Fred there for now. I
Oh,
don't know too much
fair
about
enough.
Fred personally, but I had to put something somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
He puts the knights back. The king who comes forward. Well, I suppose this one should be fairly obvious as well at this point.
If I die, then the mission kind of fails.
Wait, what?
Well, I thought it was me.
No, it's Gungir.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know he was so important.
Who is the
Yes.
queen then?
He is the leader of our group. I'm getting to that. Hold on. He is the
You're
leader
not
of our
here.
group. He is the leader of our group, technically speaking.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, and then he'll put the queen forward. All right, who do you suppose this is?
Miss the Liar, maybe?
Indeed. Nice spot on. I actually
He
didn't
does
think
have
I'd get
some
that
nifty
one.
spells.
No, unfortunately, he puts one of the pawns forward. I suppose this does technically mean in your favor. This would normally be you.
Yeah, I guess I am, sort of expendable then.
However, in this game, he starts to move the pawn like every other piece. You have the natural ability to turn into every other piece. You are able to, how I could say, cheat the chess game.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you understand why that makes you so important to my strategy now?
Well, I mean, I know how valuable my skills are and everything. That's why the Assassin's Guild wanted me.
Can I tell you something else?
Sure.
Do you want to know how I could tell that you were lying to me earlier when I told you to tell all those lies?
Because we're friends?
He spins the board 180 degrees. Do you understand what I'm trying to represent here?
That I was for the other side?
No, it means when you started speaking, I thought like you. That's how I was able to tell that you were lying to me.
Oh, that's fair.
Do you want to know how I could get... Do you want to know how you can get better at... From my point of view, at least.
Putting more points into my charisma.
That's a metagame joke.
I mean, I already have a plus 12 to deception.
You see...
Or meta.
Anyway, you see the key to the way I work is sometimes what can be perceived as the truth and what can be perceived as a lie blur so close together that sometimes you can't even tell the difference, right?
I suppose so.
Right, so I would like to test you right here and now with one last test. Now I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to tell me if I'm telling you the truth or if I'm lying to you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Alright, here goes nothing. I never intended on helping find a special some person. Am I lying, or am I telling the truth?
A special what now?
Remember how I told... A significant other, to put it in other words. Do you remember when I said those words to you very early on?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess that would be sort of weird to do for somebody who you just met, so, I guess maybe you're telling the truth.
Nicely done. Even though I didn't think you were as insightful back then. If I'm being completely honest.
Well, I mean, I am pretty used to people lying to me and lying to other people and living a life built on lies and...
Just one big shit show.
Would you like to know another truth about me? Or do you want to end the game now?
I mean, I like learning things.
Alright. I'll give you something that might surprise you, and you can feel free to tell the other party members if you so choose. No, I'm gonna tell everyone. Come with me.
Okay.
He'll call a meeting if things are pretty calm.
Indeed.
He'll wait for everyone to get there.
Hey, did we ever tell the Dragon King that the other city was getting attacked?
Not yet.
Maybe we could have done that first.
There we go.
Assuming
Anyways.
everybody gathers.
All right. Sorry, I had to walk away for a second. Oh, we're gathering? What's happening?
Yeah.
Ravak
Ravak's
has
calling a
an
meeting.
announcement to make.
Alright, so everyone's in the main room now. Alright, I suppose it's about time I told you all of this, since technically speaking I am a prince. So, rules used to be different where I was from, growing up as a hatchling. And, so, yeah, I used to be betrothed.
Oh.
Like to a woman?
Well, naturally speaking, yes.
Oh.
Ooh, betrothed to.
Oh, hold on, there's an echo. No. Out of character.
Sardon, stop mimicking people.
Did it not work out?
Well, technically speaking, I never met the person. The only thing I was told is that they were a water kobold.
Huh.
So why are you betrothed if you've never met them? How did that proposal go down?
That's something that usually happens in terms of when you're a prince or a princess, I suppose.
You can just propose to people you've never met?
Ice is going to walk into this conversation. It's called an arranged marriage.
Yes.
Oh my
it's that.
god, Barreck, did you get engaged?
Ravak and Barreck!
Huh?
God damn it.
Wait, what?
To spots the engagement ring. Did you get engaged?
Wait. What's going on?
Toe spotted Barreck's new engagement ring.
Oh, Barreck's not hiding it. He's looking at it.
I know, exactly. Barreck, did you get engaged?
Oh,
To Ravak? Oh, I'm so confused.
I don't date outside my species.
Barreck looks completely confused.
But then why did you put the wedding ring on him?
I didn't do that.
But Gungir puts his hands in his head.
No. You don't understand. Someone from the shop gave me this.
You're marrying a
married someone in
shopkeeper?
English, mate.
This is happening so sudden.
Are you gonna say Barreck does not know what a wedding ring is?
Oh, by the
What
way,
an engagement ring is?
I'm gonna say this: Ravak is actually gonna. He's actually gonna come out with one of the 5 presents he got. He's actually gonna open it,
Oh,
and it's gonna be the suit.
Okay.
If anyone wants to discover why, you can ask, I suppose.
Oh, what? Ice is curious. She's like, buy the suit.
Oh, this is from the Christmas, or the whatever holiday it was called again.
Storming.
Storming, yeah.
Right, I remember that day. We got hammered.
Yes.
Simba.
Lyra laughs nervously and glances towards Galahad.
Anyway. Figured since we completed a quest, I figured at least opening one of them for now would be alright.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
I love that me and Gipsy are just playing virtual chess while this is going on.
Here we go.
I know you guys aren't paying attention, you fucking jags.
No, we're listening. We're also just playing chess at the same time.
We're just playing. It's sorry, you got us started. Anyway,
Yeah, so as Ravak looks at the suit, he actually kind of looks dejected.
oh.
What's wrong? Look down.
Oh, I suppose I do miss Morgan already.
Speaking of, where the hell did she go? She just up and left without telling anybody.
It is
It was
kind of my
definitely abrupt.
it is my fault primarily.
Ravak, do you need our help picking up women? We're more than happy to help.
Gungir, you do what you do best.
Helping
And that's
people.
build stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll something.
I thought you were gonna. Never mind.
Oh, that.
Gungir's just kind of look at everyone. Well, anything else you need to tell us, Ravak?
I suppose not at the moment. Unless you have specific questions, I guess.
So when are you and Barreck getting married?
Barreck looked very confused at that.
Do you want us to hold the ceremony on the ship, or because I don't know if anyone here is a priest. I mean, I could theoretically do it.
I didn't know Mr. Ravak liked me.
Well, I didn't know either. I mean, no wait, you got that from the shop. You got that from the shop. Never mind, everybody. I'm confused.
Yeah, someone at the shop gave it to me.
Yeah, you get married to someone. Oh, good. I'm not good at this.
Question: what is the marriage like in Barreck's country?
Is
there a real marriage process, or
it's more or less you're kind of, okay. In orc tribes where you're from, it's like, okay, you're basically okay. So here's what happens: you basically are entered into some sort of like fight tournament, and basically, if you win your fight, women can choose to. The orc women will choose whether or not they want you or not. And if one walks over to you, they're basically your mate for life.
It's like
Wait, I haven't gone into the ring before.
Well, you're wearing
Right there on your finger.
Remember that your mother told you that her father Well, basically, she chose him because otherwise the orc chief was gonna have her.
I'll still say that he doesn't know what a wedding exactly is.
Yeah, since you were raised, they're unconventional. You know what a life mate is. That's about it.
Well, Gungir will kind of pop off the couch. Well, if you guys excuse me, I got something to work on at the moment. So, I'll be happy to say we're currently working on your coat. We'll have that out possibly by day after tomorrow.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It might take me a second, though. I couldn't help but kind of put all the hair on Sardon. He looks like he's about to rock out.
That's okay.
And he
I can always grow more.
And he proudly kind of does his little waddle out and back into the workshop.
It's probably getting a little shaggy on the one side where I cut it all off.
Back to the lab
A little
again.
bit. Guys, Weiss is going to look at you all. I don't know who wants to inform the king that Orn is going to be having a fucking army encroacher about them. So you might want to go do that, and then she'll go do Gungir.
Not it.
Oh yeah, there was that
Nap
whole
time.
situation.
Not it. Not it.
I'll go tell him, I guess.
I can. Fredrick raises his hand.
We'll have Freddy and Galahad go then. We'll drop off the news fairly easily. So, is there anything else anybody wants to do before we to the castle crew?
Not really.
Alrighty then. Well, you guys will waddle to the castle. Guards let you in. You know, same as usual. Whenever you have news for the king. And you walk in, you go to the throne room because, you know, that's where he usually is 90% of the time whenever you come here. And you just see Blaze as you enter pacing back and forth. Like, off to the side, like, is a sort of wheel and world map. And he has, like, pins everywhere, sort of like a spider's web, going to different places. He's like pacing in front of this world map that he has set up. See?
Gipsy.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Sorry, he's distracting me with DMs. He's in my DMs about our chess match.
God damn it.
I can't multitask. Okay. Sorry, repeat what you said.
So, you walk into the throne room, you see Blaze pacing in front of a wheel and world map where he's got, like, spider's web of, like, different things pinned in different locations and, like, twine in between, sort of like a murder case sort of dealio, but not really. And he's like pacing like a madman in front of this map.
Were we just let in, or
Yeah, basically.
okay? So I'm kind of curious about his map. I'm kind of distracted by it. I want to observe it, but first I'll say, Your Grace, it is I, Galahad, from Titnuk Bukuwabansi,
And Freddy.
and my
Well,
friend Fred.
Will turn towards you. You can tell that. Okay, since the last time you talked to him, like the last time he got like he's had like no sleep. You can tell he's been at this for a while and hasn't slept at least for like a day or two. You don't know how long he's been working on this.
Is he like
Man.
full Pepe Sylvia. That scene from Always Sunny with Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia.
See, I just imagine he looks like that Simpson scene where Mr. Burns has been inside the casino for like weeks.
This one.
Yeah, basically.
He's
Nice.
He's at full Pepe Sylvia. Okay. So I go in and I look very nervous and I say, I'm afraid I bring dire news.
He just pinches the bridge of his nose and looks back at you.
Perhaps it's better you know what your enemy is doing rather than not.
Go on.
We were out on one of our adventures, dealing with some Feywild stuff with forests, and we come out, and what are we flying through the sky with that great submarine you helped us build? Then Vault Cypher comes up on our rear ends with a big flying airship.
With cannons.
All over it, gigantic cannon, and all these people on it, and he chases us, and we managed to give him the slip, but not before he announced that he's going to turn around and attack Vaughn.
Listen, Rainey's going to attack one of the major city standpoints.
We don't have any good way to contact them quickly. We thought we'd come right to you.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will immediately let Piram know that he has a war on his doorstep. My fear is that Volt has made alliances with Lord Shen from how you described those men's armor.
May I roll anything to know about Lord Shen?
Yeah, roll history, both of you.
Sure. Roll.
Where is
Oh, wow, 23 both ways for Galahad. Jesus. Oh,
3.
You have no clue, Barreck.
No, that's Fredrick.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, same diff. Guys, Galahad, you've heard of Lord Shen. He is a peacock Kenku that used to rule the land around Vorn like a long time ago before Piram took over. He was essentially banished from the place by his parents.
Is he like immortal or long-lived or something?
It's said that his family is long-lived generations, and he's the last living member of his family.
We must find a monk panda person.
God damn it.
And
See, somebody got the reference.
the knowledge of the past from his patron flows into him, and he's like, "Ooh, that still feels good." So he's a weird peacock Kenku who wants to take back the land that was taken away from him a long time ago, and he's working with Volt.
It's likely if he's attacking Vorn.
How dangerous is this guy?
Let's see. If we were to put on a scale of the strongest people in the world, he'd be rank 5. But he's still a threat.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let us know if we can be of any assistance.
Best you could honestly do would be maybe trying to get to the city. People. Defend the place.
I'll see if the rest of the crew concurs with that course of action. I presume they will, but I don't want to speak for them. I'm not a leader.
I will inform. It's acting faster than I anticipated.
Yeah, Yeah, where do you even get a fancy big sky ship like that?
What you described, it's one of the man of wars we created. Of the royal ships. Biggest vessels that we've ever created.
Didn't Vol try something and it didn't work?
Oh yeah, he tried to use our scroll of controlling machinery. Are they just purely arcane then?
That must have been Volt's ship. When we were younger, we had ships commissioned especially for us by other navies of other countries. 2 were only ever made. His and mine. Mine is a lot more advanced with unique weapons. His is can fly. And yes, it's more arcane than it is wood or metal. There's little to no mechanisms controlling it.
Darn, if only I had a control magic scroll.
Well, I understand you've got a lot on your plate. If it's not impudent to say, you really need to get more sleep, Your Grace.
You see him, like, give you a look. He's like, allow me to show you something. And he's gonna push the map aside, and you see, like, where the markings are, like the spider's webs that are scattered around, and you see, like, different lines connecting to different places. Like, one's from mountain to Vorn, one's from a different mountain to Valentia, one's from the ocean to Valentia, etc., etc. And one's from the center of the map to Valentia and to Vorn.
May I roll Arcana to see if I can decode this weird conspiracy string?
Sure, with disadvantage. Do you have no idea?
Joking, but sure, I'll do it anyway.
Double nat 20s. Double nat 20s.
This is with disadvantage, by the way, because you have no idea what the fuck he's...
You've had enough double nat 20s. Let's go. Oh.
10.
You have no clue.
I was joking.
No, it took it literally. Anyways, he guides you over to, well, a above view of the world map, basically on a large table. Basically take, like, a dining room table, and that's the size of this map.
This basically looks like a conspiracy theorist's playground, doesn't it?
This is pretty common.
The one that he has on the wall that he had was a map. This one is just the map in general. From what Volt is going to be doing, he points at Vorn. He's going to start by taking over one of the 2 most populated cities. Can't take the throat of the world with his ship because it's well defended by its miscellaneous constructs that inhabit its domain, along with all the golems that roam around. The easiest place to take would be, of course, Vorn. One of the legendary heroes resides. If he takes that city, that entire half of the map is basically his. He basically takes an arcane line straight down the middle of the map. His Vorn controls that half of the continent. I control this section, and he does another arcane line. Ironically, Blaze has the least amount of territory in terms of where he's set up. In the bottom left here is where Atanius' domain is, which is why you explored the Red Canyon under King Canyon under his daughter's command. Regardless, if Volt takes over this part of the continent, he will have majority rule over everything on this side. he will most likely, after that point, he will make a string line from Horn to Throat of the World. He will most likely take over this next, as it has the highest stand ground and the most easily defendable position. And he will round up the rest of the Titans, and he will make 4 strings that are going off map, and recover a vault key to unlock one vault here. And he places a large pin in the middle of the map. What he tends to release from this vault will cause a catastrophic-ized event. Mother never told me what was sealed inside this vault. It is the only vault of which contents I have no idea what is inside. But from what Mother explained, it is a devastating force of the gods themselves. If he releases that, will control continent and storm Valentia to take back his throne.
Wait, he's summoning one of our players?
No.
Thank you.
Go sit in the corner.
Thank you, Storm. Banish him to the Shadow Realm.
You two guys do it to me all the time.
Seems like as long as we don't let him take Vaughn at all, we're gonna cut it all off at the head.
Point exactly. If we stop him now, we could potentially prevent him from taking over the world as we know it. Our main goal is to prevent him from opening the vault in the center of the world. He points to the middle of the map again. If he gets that key, it's game over, regardless of his victory.
I've met a mythical hero, one of the legendary heroes before. Is it really gonna be that easy for him to take over Thorn?
Hiram is a strong warrior, but he's mortal. He'll put up a fight. Volt is a demigod, just like myself. He has the power.
Sorry, I just remembered something.
What would that be?
No, it's not really important. It's not relevant. It's just I've heard that name before.
Hiram.
Yeah.
Where have we heard that name? I'm actually trying to remember.
Gipsy one
Yeah.
at
Above the table, my patron. I don't know if I've shared this, but my patron told me that I was destined to duel Piram for some reason. Or that
I remember you saying that.
destiny. You duel Piram with Ragnell.
Fight him for some reason.
I'll probably be fine then.
Nice.
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, fate can change.
Regardless.
There's a reason it's fate, not destiny.
So, okay, so he wants. All I'm saying is, the last thing we need is to all die at the throat of the world, and the world gets taken over because you were sleepy. You have to do your best for us to win.
I'm just explaining my plans going forward.
Thank you. I'll share this with my team so we understand what's at stake at any given moment. And I know we can't make that much of a difference, but I mean, it's the world. I think we're gonna try.
If you can stall him, that'd be great.
All right. It looks like time's of the essence. Fred, anything else you wanted to ask him before we go?
Nope.
Your liegely gracefulness, we're going to head out.
Jewish.
And Galahad gives him a over-dramatic bow and then like sidles away, and then once he's out of earshot, runs away.
Fredrick just casually shakes his hand goodbye and leaves.
Blaze just looks so confused. And just like shrugs.
Nice to meet you, Dragon Dude. Nice to meet you, Dragon Dude.
Okay. Fredrick, roll perception as you're leaving.
Okay.
Oh no, you shook the hand that has a booger on it.
No, I said he
19.
waves his hand goodbye.
You said shake.
Yeah, you said.
No, I said waves.
You said shook, my
You
boy.
definitely said
You
fake.
said shooketh.
Oh, I thought I said wave.
And is shaking. You walked up and shook his hand.
Anyways,
Sure, I shook his hand.
regardless, you still would have heard this. Druid will say, word.
What do you say?
Said he called you Druid and a word, as if he wanted to speak with you for a moment.
He stops and turns around. Yo, what's up, Dragon Dude?
He's just gonna he's gonna make the cringe face, and then just like go back to normal. It's like I hear you cackling there, Gipsy. Anyways,
That face from Legend of Korra that Lin Bei Fong makes when Korra is like watching you when she walks out of the prison and then shrugs and looks really confused.
yeah, basically, let them know that I have one of the pieces to that vault.
Okay.
That's all.
He walks away casually. What do you expect from like the most chill ass?
Anyways, yeah, basically that's Blaze's face. I'm showing the chat. God, that's honestly his resting bitch face. It's just confusion.
I
meant to say waves goodbye. I didn't mean to say shook his hand.
Sometimes
Well, you shook it.
it works out. Sometimes it works out.
Yeah.
Anyways, you go back to the ship, catch up with everybody.
Yeah, I'll gather a group and explain. I'll pull out a
Situation.
roadmap and I'll explain that. All right, so basically, Volt's gonna one by one take over the whole world if we don't help. If he's not stopped, he wants to take over Vaughn, which is like this big thing, and he just kind of rubs his hand over a part of the map, and then he wants to go here to the root of the world, and he wants to there's like keys, and like he's gonna wake up like Titans there, and that's like the most defensible location, and there was other stuff, and then he'll take over that, and then he'll go get the other dragon things, and then he's gonna attack Valencia, and it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be the end of the world.
Yeah. No, wait.
No. So I think sorry. So we want to go to Vaughn, I guess. He said if we wanted to help in any way, we should just go to Vaughn and like try to stall things.
I mean, at the very least, the difference in power is astounding.
Yeah, right. And he's gonna be. He said based on all the help he had on his Man of War, which is what they call his sky ship, which is like a very special magic ship. That Blaze has a twin of it.
It's actually called the. I'm trying to.
Dragon's Wrath. That's the
It's called the
proper name of the
Dragon's
ship.
It's called the Dragon's Wrath.
Like, the Blaze calls it a man of war, but the ship itself has a name, is known as the Dragon's Wrath.
Founded in some
the other
text
one
in
is
my
probably
school.
called the Dragon something else. Yeah, well, it's an important part of history. What with one of the king's brother, evil, brother-in-law having it. So anyway, that ship was being manned by. What was his goddamn ruddy name? What was the
Zap.
Tengu's name?
Yeah.
Kenku, Lord Shen.
Lord Shen. Oh, Kenku. I heard Tengu. Kenku Peacock. Lord
Basically
Shen.
the same thing.
Yeah, Lord Shen, who's like this peacock bird guy, used to rule over Vaughn, like a long time ago, and now he's like, oh, I'm old and I want to take back over again, and oh, this Vault guy's gonna help me, so I'll send you dudes, and so that's the situation there. So we've also got this peacock guy, this Vaughn guy, who wants to take over Vaughn. We should stop him too.
Why do we have to do that?
Because we're good guys.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone.
Yeah, we are good guys, aren't we? We're like,
If we can tell the king, we want like a king's ransom. We want like a huge reward after it's all over.
I always thought that we were more neutral.
I mean, will the reward really matter if we're all dead?
Will the reward, will staying safe and not taking on the dangerous job matter if the end of the world happens?
You got me there.
As long as there's some cool magic items, I'm good.
Fredrick,
Come on, I mean, they poop legendary weapons like crazy.
well, I do not.
No, all these bad guys that we meet.
Oh,
It's
really?
like every one of them has like 7 of them.
Yeah, magic is pretty plentiful here. I gotta really admit, I originally came here to see if we could set up a magic item shop, but it seems like they got that pretty well covered.
Instead, you could think about maybe a trade route. If this is the place with all the magic items, then get them somewhere else and make some money that way.
Yeah. I did want to ask, what you said, a key? What?
I listen, it was all glossing. My eyes were glazing over. It was really complicated. He had this map, and it was like the most complicated conspiratorial web of cause and effect.
Okay.
It was hard to understand, but essentially, I think there's these keys that are necessary to awaken something in the center of unlock something in the center of the world. And that's the big no good thing.
Understood. The molten core of the planet is bad, and we shouldn't let it on the surface.
I don't know if he's talking about a literal molten core of a. There's a molten core in the center of the Earth.
Can Fredrick roll to see if he knows that?
Fredrick, Blaze would have clarified that, okay. Basically, he would have told you along with that little side chat of his, it's like, okay, make sure that they know that there's a vault on the surface in the middle of the desert somewhere. He has one of the pieces to it. Vault opens that. Shit go whack, yo.
Yeah, it's
Well, actually, there's a vault in the middle of the desert, and basically something bad is in the center of it.
Right, the vault. And he said you said it was in the center of the desert or the center of the map? Or is there a desert in the center of the map? I wasn't paying attention.
There's a desert in the center of the map. And the vault is hidden in the desert somewhere. didn't specify where. You assume because he stabbed the exact center of the desert, he knows where it is.
Gungir
Thing is.
Gungir thinks for a moment, and then he pulls out his 1/3 of a vault key.
Oh.
What's that?
Something I probably shouldn't go waving around in public anytime soon.
Can we seal that away in another dimension or something?
Better yet, I'll keep it in my pocket.
Better idea.
Trust me, there's a lot of gum in here. If you stick your hand down there without knowing where all the gum is, you're gonna get stuck.
Better idea.
Shut up.
Oh.
My idea's great.
What's your better idea?
If I could use that spell book of yours, I could set up a...
It's a group spell book. Here, I just need to make the most use of it. And I hit him the big tome.
Yeah, he just wants to see the spell book really quick. And use a certain spell from it. He's going to go out of the ship.
Comically large.
Yeah. Okay, let's see, it should be under D. There we are.
Oh, you just turned the pages.
Yeah, he's turned the pages. Here we are. The spell Demiplane. We could store it there.
Oh. Cause he... Oh wait, can I roll Arcana to know how to see if my brain knows how a demiplane works?
Yeah. You can also determine whether or not this is a good or bad idea.
3.
With no clue.
I'll roll to see if it's a good or bad idea.
So it's like got demis in it. What are demis?
Demi means partial. It's basically we make a separate area that is not located. Do you know the bag of holding and the magic holes that we went through?
Right, we've got those. Yeah, I know about those.
Those are demi-planes.
Oh.
I'm
So
also
we're
gonna
gonna
roll.
put it in a bag.
Not exactly. We would basically see it in a room that cannot be opened except by us.
So like our vault.
Kind of, but it's harder to get in.
Better than that.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's hard to get into that
Better
vault.
than that.
Well, this one you actually need one of us to open. You can't, like, figure out the combination.
So, as long as one of us is a target...
As long as the person who doesn't... it is only accessible to the person who originally opened it, is the thing.
The plan.
Fall rolled in 10.
My
See if
dice.
this doesn't work.
Let's see, you rolled a 10? You have no idea.
Okay, Fredrick will roll. Possibly Minerva and Weiss could help.
Ace has no clue. And neither does Minerva. I don't even need to roll them. They just know what...
God!
Oh,
Well, he could still try. Are we willing to try this?
Gungir is gonna look down at the key. I tell you what, mind if I just hold on to this?
It's safer on the demi-plane.
Well, I have my doubts about that. I mean, this is
You don't know if it is or not.
Mr. Volts we're talking about, which is Mr. Dragon King's brother, and Mr. Dragon King doesn't even really care about time and space. He makes that very clear.
Here's the thing. He can't access it without the person who opened it. Basically, if I was to open it, I would be the only key.
So then he'd come after you. That is a great idea. No, wait. No.
So either we have this in the open. Wait, was this? Additionally, if you know the nature of contents of any thing created by a casting a spell by a creature, you can have the shadowy door to its demi-plane instead. Huh?
Basically, if someone else knows the contents of what they're looking for, they can open the door.
I mean, I don't think any of us really know that.
I know.
Fall would just
That's
assume
what my
that.
explanation is.
Gungir's gonna pocket the vault key. I tell you what. Leave its hiding up to my crafty little brain. I think I might know of a few ways to make sure this never falls into the wrong hands.
You really have to make a pun.
Yes.
Come on, I'm just suggesting a safer option.
Fall, I think that was a pretty good
If we
suggestion.
wanted to have it in a safe place, we would give it to fucking Blaze. Why suggest?
I was saying! That's what I was trying to get around to saying!
Fredrick chimes in. Fredrick chimes in. Not a good idea.
What do
Huh?
you mean by that?
He has a piece of one. If we give it to him, he would have 2 pieces.
Oh yeah, let's not unite them. That's a good idea. What if
Yeah,
we try to destroy this? Like, throw it into the fiery pits of Mount Doom?
That would be a terrible idea! Weiss exclaims, shouting at you.
You know, I am actually curious what would happen if we break this legendary object.
Not around here!
Okay. I've been quiet about this because I know a little bit about these fucking things. They're indestructible!
Really?
No, indestructible is just another kind of destructible.
She just... I twitch.
That's going in player quotes.
The moment she says indestructible, there's this look on Gungir's face like a light bulb just went off, but he doesn't say anything.
Oh shit. I wonder if you just thought of what I thought of.
Oh, you
Which is
think-
making like a hammer or weapon out of the key fragment.
Not
An
quite.
indestructible weapon to just hit people with the key and kill
Don't
them.
say we let the king know that we have a fucking piece of this so-called vault key.
Fine, I'll let him know. Fall gets out the
Is he
sending stone,
Good.
and Fall sends the message.
Tell him
We found a
Gungir
piece of
just
the key.
revealed. Tell him Gungir just revealed that he had. We just realized Gungir had one.
Yeah, he sends a message.
Where, can we go back and remember
Gungir shows
where we
that
find
he
that?
has a piece of the key.
From Kamui, or where did we find that?
That was from the village of the cat people. That was from... Oh, God.
Oh
Bob's
shit!
hammer.
Yeah. We
Wow,
Bob's
we
area.
got it back. What the fuck? They were keeping that. Okay,
Keeping
well,
it hidden. The secret of their people for generations.
holy shit!
Alright, so you send the message.
Yes.
Here has revealed that he has found a piece of a vault key.
Had it all along.
Overreaction in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, boom! A plume of fire appears in front of you.
I was
Are
just,
you actually serious?
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, we get a message back that's just, uh
No, it's like, no, it's that SpongeBob scene where it's Plankton's trying to steal the crybaby formula in the robot crab suit. So
We really
what?
need to make this airship teleport proof. Really?
You all see Blaze standing there as the fire dies down around him.
Do I get any fire damage from that?
Please don't scorch the carpet.
He's looking dead at you, Gungir.
Oh, hi, Blaze. We were just talking about you.
You have a piece of a vault key, and you neglect to tell me?
I just learned about how important it was today. God.
In his defense, some old village of these ancient cat people were just like, thanks for doing a random job for us. Here's a relic. A part of a key to a relic vault. Like, what?
We found it in a cave. It was
so casually be granted this.
Well, I don't tell you everything that I do in my life, Blaze. I mean, I don't tell you about every sandwich that I made, like the one I made yesterday. Alright?
He's going to pinch the bridge of his nose. Okay.
You do that and you're going to block up your sinuses. Just a heads up.
My first thought was that I wanted to keep it somewhere safe, like with you, but you already have one, and I didn't want to have two in the same place. Where else is safe?
Well, I know of one place. You know how I have my own vault key to go to their vaults, correct?
I know you got a lot of keys to a lot of places.
I look over at everyone. I'm like, yeah, sure, we all know that.
He remember he showed you guys a vault key when you went to Sky Tower. It was a completely different one than what you have a piece of, but he has one. The key that I have cannot go to, well, whatever piece of yours goes to. If it's one of the three pieces to that vault, conceal it within inside of another vault, as vaults are the only other place where these things can exist besides the material realm. So confirming, if you try to throw it into a demi-plane, you're gonna cause a fucking black hole. Or throw it into a bag of holding.
Follow just missiles.
You mean where Gungir's been keeping it this entire time? His pockets aren't that deep.
Oh no.
He always carries stuff in his bag of holding. His pockets are like an inch deep.
Okay.
It's been there for months.
Oh,
So you didn't specify. Anyways, I see the key. He'll hold open his hand. Alright.
Gungir will hand it off to him.
As soon as he says that, the bag of holding starts glowing.
Yeah, that's normal. That's totally normal. That's right. It's the glow function I put into my bag.
Anyways, he'll take the key. He's
Plane
gonna
shift.
examine it. We're going to plane shift it in front of him.
No, I'm saying that's what happens when you put the key in it.
He examines it. Due to being stored in a demi-plane where it's not used to, it doesn't have enough power.
Doesn't have enough power for what?
The keys require a power source once they are formed into the single key in order to open up any vault. And form is a rare material, of which I shall not name. But I doubt Volt has any, even if he has Lord Shen's Armada at his side. At least it's still working. He says, look, and the key back to you.
As soon as he hands it back, it realizes what Freddy realizes what Fall says, and he just chimes in saying, "Hey, Fall, wasn't your idea to put the key in a demi-plane?"
Yeah, fall.
Regardless, I could hide it within my mother's vault that she keeps. The unique relics, in a way.
Well, I mean, if it's cool with everyone else.
But wouldn't there still be 2 keys in the same location?
It spooks me.
Here's the thing, though. My mother's the only one who has the key to that vault, and she has it hidden away.
She keeps it under lock and key, and keeps that key under lock and key.
Boo. Boo.
If you're not certain, I can leave it with Xylorgos.
I mean,
Or
why
then-
not just put it on another planet if it's that dangerous?
I have identified that it is one of the 3 pieces due to my inspection.
Xylorgos. I'm trying to remember. Was that
That's the 3-headed god.
dragon? Yeah,
It's the 3-headed silver
When we did
dragon.
When we did the mystery dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Bringing up a lot of names here.
Yeah, that's good. I guess that's as good as anything. Unless Gungir really feels like he'll have a better idea.
Well, I mean, not really.
I can either
I
leave
say
it with
we
the Xylorgos, or I can throw it on the moon.
I say the moon. The moon would be better.
Well, how easily can your brother get to the moon, though?
Fair point. Both. So, not that far of a travel. It didn't specify what moon. It just said a moon.
But then if he starts to go after that, then we'll need to go to the same place to retrieve it, to hide it again, and... Ugh.
Listen,
You have to do a lot of hunting for one of the pieces to that vault. It's better than nothing.
yeah. It's probably also better than in our pocket in a vulnerable airship.
Indeed, if Volt discovered that you had this thing, it would have shot you out of the sky.
Maybe that's why he was chasing after us.
No, there's no way he knows. There's no way he would have diverted. He would have kept chasing us.
Does leave me to think, though. Did he know or did he not know? The extent of his power is still somewhat of a mystery. Who left?
Well, whoever did is back.
We got a full group.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Gungir will just kind of shrug and toss the key to him.
Yep.
While you're here, and he kind of looks at everyone else, we were thinking maybe we can go cause a few distractions for your big brother or little brother. I don't think we ever established that.
I'm technically older, but allow me to tell you a story. And are we still good to keep going, or shall we cut it for today?
I think we should cut it for today. I think Dragon's asleep, probably.
Oh, everybody's still here? Dragon?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Cat?
Meow.
Dragon.
He's Probably asleep, most likely.
Yeah, I think Dragon
Yeah.
might have passed out.
We'll cut it there as